Why did you start content creation? Bro. Okay, I think we're good. Oh gosh. I started content creation last year because, one, I left my job and I feel like I've had more time to explore more things that I've always wanted to do, or just things that like kind of interested me. And one of those things was YouTube. And I tried while I was working, just making short form videos on Instagram. And it was fun, but it felt kind of, I don't want to say superficial, but I feel like it was just harder to build a potential connection with people who came across my videos. And by people, I mean just the algorithm, hopefully showing people my videos. And it was fun, I enjoyed it, but I just wanted to take it a step further. And that's when I finally bought a camera last year, but I never really got to use it because I was, like after I quit my job, I was also trying to transition careers into UX design, and I was taking a bootcamp program and just like recruiting, and that just took a lot of time there too. And I just feel like life, life or things in general just started getting in the way of this. And then just like recently, I feel like I've been wanting to take it more seriously. And this past year, I feel like I kind of did, even though I barely post videos. Yeah, I feel like I've been finally putting myself out there, being a little bit more active within the community, trying to find my people. And I know community is so overused in this industry, but one of the things that people don't tell you about content creation is it's a very lonely field. I don't want to say field. It seems so professional. It's a very lonely hobby because, yeah, you're recording like life events with, like, say your friends or like social activities, but when it comes down to like editing and just like pre-production, unless like depending on how you want your videos to come out, it can like take a long time to get your projects to work or look like what you would want them to look like. And no one really talks about how long it actually takes to make a video. Like there were times where I would spend like 4 hours straight, or like I would equivalent to like 1 to 2, like 1 hour is like 1 minute of a YouTube video, depending on the edit. It could be more or less, give or take. And it was, yeah, for me, especially learning, it's a very slow process in the beginning. Which actually leads me to like another question, which was, what's the most challenging part about content creation? Someone who already kind of suffers from, I guess, imposter syndrome, which, if you don't know what that means, it means like, it's a persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud or incompetent and doubting your accomplishments. I don't want to say fraud, but more of the last part of doubting accomplishments, because with imposter syndrome, content creation, well, one, you're online, and when you're online, you're obviously exposed to other people, and you'll see people who do things similar, or like people who already inspire you, and you can't help but not feel like your stuff is not that good enough. Even though people might like your stuff or like support you or compliment you, it's a feeling that I feel like doesn't go away or hasn't gone away. And like I know my stuff isn't that good, or it is like slowly getting better, but I still feel like it's like really bad. And that kind of got me in a rut because I was just meeting a whole bunch of people this past year, trying to really put myself out there, because just growing up as an introvert, the more people I've met, the more I felt like my work wasn't good enough, because some of these people that you meet are like crazy talented. Like no matter like big or small, like the work that they make, or even just their work ethic, it's like they're like really good at what they do. And like you can't help but not like look at yourself and see like how your work compares, or your work ethic, or even like your intentions. And it's just like, it's just, I guess, me overthinking a lot of things, of not knowing if this is something I should do, if this is a waste of time. But I feel like it shouldn't be taken that seriously, because one, I'm not making money, and two, I don't really want to make money, at least in this, because I feel like it'd be weird to make money from your hobbies. Or I guess that's the dream, because if you're making money from your passions, are you really working? So aside from the most challenging parts about YouTube or content creation, there are a lot of fun things about it too. And like, don't get me wrong, like I still enjoy this a lot, and it's definitely one of the most fun things I've picked up in a very long time. I don't know, I feel like as we get older, the less creative hobbies we pursue, or I guess even have time for. And like growing up, I was not really a creative person. Like I feel like I'm really bad at drawing, and I guess it's a muscle. I never really exercised that muscle. Yeah, and I feel like I've never really been known for being a creative person. And after finally starting making videos, I got to exercise that muscle, and it is very satisfying. Should I just like wrap this around and then just fix it as I go? Let's do that, because I have no idea what I'm doing. And yeah, I feel like ever since starting making videos, it's been just like hitting a muscle or it's just something in my brain that doesn't get triggered by other things, like, I don't know, like watching a video, gaming, stuff like that. And it's like also cool to be like, to stop being a consumer on social media and be more of a producer, and to actually create and have someone else watch your work, rather than always just doom scrolling and just being a consumer of someone else's work, where I'm just like, I don't know, I want to make my own thing. That's been kind of like one of my motivators too. And it's also like really cool to, like, one of the best feelings about making videos is like the beginning part, when it's just like an idea, like you have like this really cool idea, and then you want to, you just try to figure out ways to like how to create your vision into a video, or how to tell a story and like where to start. And it's just really cool to see like an idea come to life. And I think that's my favorite part. Even though I do feel like I still struggle with actually executing my vision. Well, mostly because like, one, I feel like I'm pretty limited with my equipment, and also I tend to like, I have like an addictive behavior where like the beginning part of a video, or the beginning part of like anything, like say like a video game, like I'm super addicted and I just play it non-stop till like I'm like sick of it, and then I can never finish the actual game because I just end up getting burnt out. And like say for a video, I never end up finishing a video, or I struggle with finishing a video and I just get lazy and like half-ass the end kind of, because I just use so much energy in the beginning part. So I need to work on that, but this tree is looking not too bad. It's definitely shorter than I thought, and I don't know if I like that shelf over there, but it's kind of cool. And yeah, with my making videos in general, I feel like it's like briefly mentioned already, but like I've just been overthinking a lot of things, and the more I think, the less I actually do, and the less direction I have in the actual work. And I feel like that's like what I've been really struggling with recently towards the end of this year, because like I've put out a few projects, I announced some few projects that I really wanted to pursue, and the deeper I just got into it, the less direction or like even purpose. I'm like, why am I even doing this? Because I just end up feeling like not good enough, or this is a waste of time. Like, I think it's just like we were just brainwashed, especially growing up in an Asian household, of having, I guess, a sustainable career, because it takes up a lot of time, and I ended up just overthinking a lot of things and just not doing, which is just a problem in itself. And I should honestly just have more fun with it and like stop overthinking things and to just create whatever I want to create and not try to create what's either trending or what other people are like really gravitating towards. Like, I feel like one of the biggest things people are really, or like I guess trending, is like the cinematic look or like cinematic vlogs. And like I'm also a victim of that, but sometimes life just doesn't look like that sometimes. And like I'm tired of seeing like people saying like, oh, romanticize your life, or do this, do that, and then like, not that they're boring, it's just like, it just doesn't feel real sometimes. And like I get it, like this could be your escape from like your worlds, because like that's how I view like that's how I view gaming sometimes. Yeah, so I get like the purpose in that way, but for me, like I talk about like, oh, I want to document my life, I want to show things I want to work on, and like I feel like I've been losing the direction. Like I would want to recreate how I felt at that moment, or what I was doing in that moment, so like when I watch that video in the future, I can remember like, oh, this is how I felt at this time, or this is what I was doing at that time. And sometimes when like, if you overthink or make a video too structured or organized, it loses like that authenticity. And I want to learn, or I'm trying to figure out, I guess, the balance of that. Because clearly you can tell I've thought about this a lot, which is why I haven't uploaded any videos within the past 2 months. But also, yeah, it's like a whole bunch of other things that are adding up, especially in terms of recruiting. But yeah, that's how I've been feeling so far. And this tree is 50% done. All I gotta do is put ornaments and then I'm chilling. Does this even look, I feel like it looks good because I can't see the wires because it's kind of dark now. But tomorrow when the sun's out and these lights aren't on, I'm just gonna see this mess of wires. Whatever.
Took my hand, led me to a wonderland. She turned to me, could you believe it was on.